Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Before we start, brother, you grew up in church? What? How did you learn the Bible? Church? Church, right? You go to church still? What kind of church you go to? Huh? Is it Baptist? Is it what is it? Christian? Okay. In the church, right? What do they teach you? What have you learned? How long have you been in the church? Huh? Couple of years? What have you learned in the couple of years you've been in church? Jesus is Lord, right? Well, let's just start with something basic. What color is Christ? He's black. Now, did they teach you that in that church? They didn't mention it? Huh? They did not mention it, right? Don't you think if the Bible quotes that, if the Bible wrote that, don't you think that's important? You said he was. What color is Christ? He's black, right? Do you know what scripture to go to? It's in Revelation, right? All right. Now, come over here real quick, bro. Just real simple. Because, hey, how you doing, my brother?
You want to know the color of Christ.
All right. Hey, he right. Oh, you all right, all right? Listen, my brother here, you said Christ is what color? In the church, you learned that Christ is black, or you didn't learn that in the church? All right, my brother, how you doing? What's your name? All right. So, do you believe in the Bible? All right. So we're going to go to the Bible to prove what color Christ is, all right? Who is this, brother? Who is this? Who is it? Huh? That's Christ? That look like Christ. Now, do you believe that? You don't believe that, right? So he doesn't believe that. So what we're going to do is go to the Bible, all right? Go ahead.
Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So, my brother, what the Bible is about to do is reveal what Christ looked like. That's what the root word is of a revelation. To reveal of Jesus Christ, all right? Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So, remember, we're revealing Christ. The hair on Christ's head is white like what?
White like wool.
My brother, what manner of people that's walking around have woolly hair? Huh? I can't hear you, my brother. No. You see our hair right here? Is this woolly texture? Like yours, right? My man, like yours, right? So far, does it look like this depiction or this picture? What we just read. What does it look like so far? This one? All right, because at first you said it's Christ, right? It looked close like this one, right? Woolly hair, just like yours and all these brothers here, right? All right, read the next part.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So Christ's eyes were a flame of fire. Why? He drank wine moderately. So we can drink wine moderately, you just can't get drunk, all right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, my brother? 1 second, bro, before you go. What color is brass? A derivative of brown, right? You agree, right? All right, read.
As if they burn in a furnace.
So as if they burn in the furnace. When you take something and burn in the furnace, what color does it become? Burnt, right? So far, through those scriptures, who does Christ look like? So far. What we just read. He was dark. Huh? Like what? Which one? Come point to it. I want you to come point to it. I want to make sure I don't get you wrong here. Like this one? That's a dark man? No. We just read he was a dark man. Read that part again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Yeah, woolly hair.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
Fine brass is a derivative of brown. Who looks brown on here, my brother? Which one? This picture or that picture? This one, right? So he don't look like this one, right? Read it.
As if they burn in a furnace.
So if you take something and then burn it, it becomes black, right? It's burnt. Does this look like this, or does this look like a burnt depiction of that? Which one? This picture or that picture? This one, right? So who is this then? You know that? You still say that's Jesus? After we just read that? So it said his hair was white and woolly, right? And he had derivative of brown. He burned in the furnace, like he burned in the furnace. How does it look like that? Does he look like he burned in the furnace? So why you believe that then, if we just read it? You understand that, bro, right? Where does he get that from? We got that from the church. You saw this picture in your church, right? Right. So if you knew that Christ was black, but you saw this in the church, why do you still attend if it's a lie? I'm going to come back over there. Why do you still go to the church? Because they're teaching you lies. They taught you that that's Christ, and that's not. That's the devil. He hates your people. You know what else he taught you? Go to Exodus 20 and 8. Now today, I'm going to give you an example. What is today's? What's today's day according to the Bible? Saturday, right? Now, they teach you, when you go to church on what day? You go to church on Saturday or Sunday. You go to church on Sunday, right? Now, did God command us to go to church on Sunday, or did he command another day? And what day is that? And when is the Sabbath day? So, we're going to read it too. So my question to you, right? If you already know the Sabbath day is on Saturday, why do you go to church on Sunday? Traditional, right? But what did God say though? Saturday, right? So we're going to go there. We're going to go there real quick. Exodus 20.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
So God said, remember the Sabbath day. You know why? Because he knew that we were going on slave ships eventually, right? So when you say remember, that means keep in mind, take this with you, read.
6 days shalt thou labor.
So God said 6 days we can work and do any our pleasures and labor and make our money, right? Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day.
But the 7th day is Saturday, right? Read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
We're commanded not to do any work. Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
So any of your business, your kids, you're commanded to rest on the Sabbath. You read that before, right? So you're gonna come out of that church on Sunday then, right? You're gonna keep the Sabbath? Huh? Right, but just because it's traditional, do that make it right? Right, you just learned that, you already knew that, but we just read the proof in the Bible, right? Give me Isaiah 30 real quick and 8. You just read the proof that he said the Sabbath day, right, is on a Saturday. Do you know what we're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day? The things that he required that goes along with the Sabbath day, that comes with the Sabbath day? Outside of resting? Now, hold that, right? I want you to give me cookies. Give me cookies. Because we're commanded to rest and not work. But that don't mean just sit around and do nothing.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seize that which ye will seize.
Seize mean to boil.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So, Friday, right before the sun goes down, right, we're commanded to prepare all your food, cook all your food. But when the sun goes down, that's considered the Sabbath. We cannot cook, right? Give me Nehemiah. Give me Nehemiah. Hey, my brother, step around this way. We got it. Okay. Right. Give me that, because we can't cook on the Sabbath, right? Now, there's other things we can't do. We also, did you know, like, you just bought something today, right? Huh? You about to, okay, it's going to cost some money to watch though, right? Now let me show you what God says.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring wares or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
You see that? So when they set up their stores or open their stores on the Sabbath day, which Mangoes have, Wells Fargo, with that bank right there, this little mall right here, when they open their doors, God said, not go in there and buy nothing from them. You understand that? And you know why he's saying that, right? Do you know why God is commanding that? You know what that is? When we go buy and sell from them, we break the first commandment. You know why? Because God said, don't do this. And we say, yeah, but I got to go wash my clothes. I mean, you could have picked 6. He said 6 days to do that. But why do you pick the 7th? You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be washing no clothes or buying and selling nothing on the Sabbath according to the Bible.
That's right.
Do you know what that is considered when you know what that is? Give me that Hebrews 10 real quick. When you know the law, right? And you go in and do it anyway. Do you know what that's called? You're breaking the law, but you know it, but you're still going to do it. Do you know what God says about that? Hebrews 10 and 26. 26?
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. For if we sin willfully.
So we break God's laws willfully. What is willfully? What does that mean to do something? That means like, I know you said, but I'm going to do my thing. What did God say? Read that from the top.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
So after you receive the truth, we just showed you, God said, do not buy and sell on the Sabbath. That's the truth. Read.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
There's no sacrifice for sin. You understand that? When you run out of sacrificing for sin, what is that? What is that? Romans 6 and 28. I mean 23. What happens if you're in sin and God said, you know, this is a sinful person, get away from me. He's not gonna listen. What is the judgment for sin? Huh? Right. So why would you risk that? Why would you want to die to risk go washing clothes a day? Why would you put your life on the line and do that? You know what I'm saying? Read that.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
Is what?
Is death.
So when you work for sin, you get paid what? What's your payment? No, when you work for sin, what check do you cash? Death. It said the wages of sin, the wages of buying on a Sabbath day is death. That's sin, bro. Don't go buy it. Don't do that. Go home. Or go, you're supposed to be you know what we're supposed to be doing? Go to the congregation real quick. We're supposed to be doing something on the Sabbath. Gathering together. Hebrews, now give me Leviticus 23 real quick. You're supposed to be gathering with these brothers right here that's keeping the laws. You know why? Because it's going to build you up. When you see other brothers keeping the commandments, that strengthens us as a nation. Then we come out of captivity, mentally and physically. When we do that.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation.
So, on a Sabbath day, we're supposed to keep we're commanded to keep a holy convocation. What does it mean to convocate? A holy convocation. What is a convocation? And if you don't know, it's fine, but what is it at? What's that? Right. A large gathering with like-minded people, the children of Israel. These people on the sign right here. Right? Did you learn your nationality today? Did you learn what? I know it's a lot coming out. Did you at least learn your nationality? What's going on, my brother? Hey, how you doing, my brother? Huh? You not? Your dad is a so-called what? So-called black man? Okay, so you saying your great-great-grandfather is white? You don't know, right? All right, so what we can do to prove it, right, let's go to Deuteronomy, right, 28. So, since this is our history book and God said that the things in this Bible is going to come to pass, right, in the future. So we're going to go to the curses and see if it matches your people, right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So God said the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans will be cursed in the city. Now, is a curse a good or bad thing? Now, who would you consider cursed in the city? What manner of people? Is all people cursed in the city?
We all got something to consider.
What nation of people are cursed in the city? In the city? Who was us? Black folks, so-called blacks, right? And what about Hispanics? Huh? What about Native Americans? They're cursed, right? Right? So far, who does this match so far? What matter? Does it match the so-called white man? Chinese man? It don't match none of them, right? So right now, we get a point for being cursed in the city, right? Read the next part.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Now, look at the sound, my brother. In the fields, right? What manner of people were cursed in fields? Who is us? The so-called blacks and Spanish, right? So the children of Israel, right? Now, look at this right here. In fields. Our sisters picking cotton right here, right? Now, for this labor, did we get a dime for this work? Who made the money? White folks, right? So far, the description fits who? The Bible's talking about us, right? And remember, we're reading the nationality, the identity, so we can know who we are according to the Bible, right? Give me that give me 32. So you got the scripture right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. We're reading the curses that God said would happen to his people.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So, another curse, God said, our sons and daughters will be given to another people. Did that ever happen in history? Who were our sons and daughters given to? White folks, right? So far, this is talking about us. Now go to verse 48.
Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
So God said the so-called white folks are our enemies. That's what the Bible says. Now, in the church, you ever heard that? That they were our enemies? Not until today, right? Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
You see who brought them on us? You see who allowed them to do this to us? The Lord. Why? Because we were rebellious as hell. We won't keep the commandments, right? Read.
And hunger.
In hunger. When you need food, can you just go up in there and just grab mangoes and just get you a piece of chicken in there? You got to pay for it, right? And who owns mangoes? Do we really own mangoes? They just put us in the front, right? Who do we got to get that LLC from? From them, right? They really own that shit.
And in thirst.
In thirst. When you need water, where you got to go? You go to Walmart, can you just get your bottle of water? Like, let me get this case real quick. What's going to happen if you do that? You going to jail, right? Because who got to get paid for that? So-called white man. He said, you owe me, that's mine. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. In the back of your shirt, I guarantee you probably say made in China. Do we have our own textile stores? No. We got to go to Walmart, Dollar General, and get us, and buy it from them. Read it.
And in want of all things.
All things. You got a license? You got a license? When you got your license, did you just print out your license or write it down and say, this is my license? Or did you have to go pay for a license just so you can drive? Right. And who owned that DMV? And who's over the state? You see how I'm breaking this down, right? So-called white man. It is what it is, bro. This is our history book. It's the only way we're going to know how to come back to God's law. There's no other way. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So the same people that said that you will have a yoke. What's going on, my brother? Oh, yeah, he was just here. Why you leave, bro? Okay, you went to go. See? Now what did he go do? Now what did God say? So he missed that, right? Did you know that the Bible said, I just read to him that on the Sabbath day we're commanded not to do certain things and to do certain things. One of those things are not buying and selling on the Sabbath. Did you know that? All right. Do you love God? All right. So I read that to you, right? But I want to read it to him real quick, right? Give me the buy and sell real quick. You still got that? Because God said if we love him, we got to do what he says. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them.
So God commanded the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that when these other nations set up mangoes and all, the mall and this bank on a Sabbath day, It don't matter. He said, do not buy and sell from them. That's clear, right? So what you gonna do with that? You love God, right? What you gonna do with that? Huh? What you huh? You going, my brother? So you understand the Sabbath day, right? What we're required to do is to congregate. If you got a flyer? You say you good? Why you say you good? Okay. Do you believe we good, bro? We good as a people? We good? How are we good? What are some ways that we're good? Because my brother, he's walking off and said he's good. I can't, come on, go lift front. I can't hear you. Huh? Okay. Okay, do you have a job, right? You have a job? You worked before, right? When you had a job, did you pay taxes? You did. Is that a good or bad thing to have to pay taxes? Give me that, Baruch, real quick. It could be bad and good. What are some good ways from paying? What is something good from paying taxes? Huh? Oh, okay. So my brother said, when you pay taxes, you get a refund check. So that's a good part. But do you understand, why do you get a refund check? You know what happens in that process? You know what? You know how you got a refund check? They took too much money from you, bro. They said, we'll let them know later. Right, you paid too much. Did you know that? And then, when you get it back, it's all attacked, so you can say, they gave me money. They took too much.
That's right.
You gave it to them. Give me that, Baruch.
Luke chapter 3, verse 8.
Listen to this, bro. I want to show you.
Behold, we are yet this day
We are yet this day, today, read.
in our captivity.
Bro, this is captivity. Did you know that? Look at these conditions, bro. Water bottles, our people walking around on drugs, our people laying on the ground, bro. This is not good. This is captivity, says the Bible. Read.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, to be subject to payments.
Subject to who?
And to be subject to payments.
So, because we didn't want to do what God says, you know what he says, bro? You're going to have to pay taxes.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.